Welcome to day 3. Today is about building up a little bit more of a strength, building up a bit more of a routine that as well you can do every morning if you want to. When you wake up is appropriate for that. Also in the afternoon if you need a little burst of energy after spending the whole day in front of a computer, or yes, just to give you a tiny bit more of energy. And it's vinyasa, so we're going to do a couple of vinyasas in between and let's go. As usual, please listen to your body, listen to yourself. This is about reconnecting with yourself. So for that, you need to just go in, listen and see, okay, today I'll do this. Tomorrow I might do something different, okay? So for example, right now I'm sitting on the floor with my legs crossed, and you can choose to do that for the first couple of movements we're gonna do, or you can choose to join me in sitting on your heels. So choose. Where would you like to sit? Close your eyes. Take a big inhale. Deep into your belly, like we did yesterday. Remember breathing deep into your belly. And then exhale completely. The exhale can be longer than the inhale. Just squeezing your belly button, making sure you're getting rid of all the air. Taking one more. And then another complete exhale. And in your chosen seated position, you're going to do a couple of twists. Just twist, look over your left shoulder, and then twist to the other side, look over the right shoulder. One more time. Over the left shoulder. You can use the opposite hand to give you a little bit more of a little push. Like look over the right shoulder. Come find the center line once again. Bring the left hand next to you and rise the right hand. You can bend the elbow or not. See where we feel today. And then come back to the center line and do the other side. Come back to the center. One more on each side. And again, you just see how far deep you want to go. And perhaps you want to look over towards your armpit. And then come back up. Make sure you're not caving your chest in, just with an attempt to go far. It doesn't matter how far you go as long as you feel it on the side of your body. Imagine that you're leaning against a wall rather than caving in forward, okay? Come back to the center line. And if you were sitting with your legs crossed, come and join us in this child pose. This time, perhaps the knees are a bit closer than yesterday, hip width apart, allowing a little bit of space for your belly, for your chest to rest on your legs. Elbows on the floor. Take 2 deep breaths here, again connecting with the breath. Where do you feel the breath right now? Keep the forehead either on your arms, with your arms crossed, or on the floor. I keep it up so you can hear me with the mic. One more breath. Can you feel it in your lower back? Remember we were talking yesterday about as you breathe in, it's 3-dimensional. You're not just pushing your belly out, but perhaps your ribs, your lower back. So perhaps in this position you can feel it better. And then stretch the arms. Stretch, 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 stretch. Elbows off the floor. Feeling the stretch in your armpits. Come back up. Tuck the toes. And come into a very gentle downward dog. So you can keep the knees really generously bent. Just press the hands against the floor is the first one. Just play with it. You can bend one knee and bend the other. Bend one knee and bend the other. And the next time you inhale, bring the knees down again. Find yourself in tabletop. Let's do a couple of cat-cow. So readjust your table. Bringing the hands underneath your shoulders, and then as you breathe in, drop the belly, look up, and as you exhale, push the floor away, rounding the back, bringing the chin towards the chest, looking towards your belly button. Inhale, sending the belly button away from you, and exhale towards you. Really, really mobilizing the vertebrae in the spine. Do 2 more, following your own breath. Elbows are straight. Noticing the mobility in the back. exhale. This time as you exhale, pushing the floor away so much. This cat is so angry. It is called angry cat. So angry that it's going to send the hips back. And you are again into that child pose, and then come back in. Cow again. Tuck the toes, come up into downward dog. We're going to coordinate breath in these 3 poses. Inhale, you bring the knees down. And you do cow or just table. And as you exhale, rounding the back, come into child. Inhale, table again. And then tugging the toes into downward dog. So always go through table and just changing between down dog and child. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child. Coordinating with the breath. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale. And every time you go deep into this down dog, exhale. This is the last time. Inhale, table or cow. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, drop the knees and stay here. Find your neutral again. Extend the right leg. Extend. Heel wants to touch the back wall, but you keep the hips square. Imagine that you have like balancing a glass of water here. So you drape the toes down and then you can stay here, squeezing the belly, finding the engagement in your lower back, or perhaps you want to add lifting the opposite arm. Hold it. This is great for the back. Think long. Think the arm reaching in one direction and the heel in the other. Then lift the arm on the floor, squeeze, bring the knee to the nose and squeeze here for a moment. Knee to nose, and now the foot between your hands. And if it doesn't reach, you can help with the other hand. Just doesn't matter how you get there, just get there. Okay, so we have the knee above the ankle, more or less. And you can keep the hands or the fingertips on the floor or on your knee. So again, find your place, but make sure you're not rounding the back. Your chest wants to look what's in front of you. Look forward. Then bring the left hand on the floor, right hand on your knee, and twist. Look over your right knee. Shoulder, beg your pardon. Look over your right shoulder, twist. Breathe. You can stay here or you can choose to lift the left knee. You have choices here. Then bring the knee down if you have it up. If you have it down, just stay here and come back. And tuck the toes, come into downward dog. Let's include a vinyasa here. What is that? We go forward, we find plank. Lifting the heel. So now my shoulders are above my wrist. Breathe here in plank for a moment. You can keep the knees down, but see how my hips are slightly forward. And then exhaling with control, we go all the way down to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Lifting the chest and the shoulders off the floor. Exhale down, tuck the toes, come back into table again, readjust yourself, extend the left leg, lift, and again push the floor away. Control the breath, control the lower back. This is all about the core, and perhaps we lift the opposite arm. Again, if you don't lift it today, if you're too wobbly, just do the leg. Breathe. You'll build up the strength, you'll build up the balance. Then bring the hand down and bring in, rounding the back, knee to nose. Hold it here for a moment. Squeeze. And then bring the foot between your hands. In any way. You can help with your hands any way you want. Push it down. And again, chest forward. You can have the fingertips on the floor. You can have them on a pile of books. You can have them on blocks. Or you can have them on your knees. Breathe. Next stage, if you want, you can have them up in the air. Again, choose where you want to be today. Listen to you. Now the right hand is on the floor and twist, pushing with the left hand on your left knee and look over your left shoulder, looking towards the ceiling. Squeeze the belly. Do not dump your weight here. Lifting. And if you want, you can also lift the knee. The knee? The knee. The right knee. Breathe. Come back down. And let's go into our vinyasa. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. Breathe here. Now lift the heels, come forward into plank. You can choose to have the knees down or off the floor, coming all the way down with control. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Now we're gonna do flying cobra. Press the feet on the floor, press the hips on the floor, lift the head, lift the shoulders, lift the hands. So you're using the strength of your lower back, of your core. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Press the hands, come up. Cobra, 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 come up into downward dog. Lovely. Now take the right foot, bring it between your hands. Once again, you can bring the left foot down or off the floor. Up to you. Breathe here. If it's here, just lift it for a moment and see if you can come into a high lunge. You can have the hands here, have the strong legs. Bend the front knee. Strong legs. Then hands down. Downward dog. Now travel with the left foot between your hands. And again, you can start with the knee here. You can start with the knee up. And then slowly, slowly squeezing the belly. Strong legs come into a high lunge. And breathe. Bend a bit the back leg. Make sure that you're bending the front leg. And then hands down. Downward dog. Walk the feet towards the front of the mat. You can do like little steps if you want. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hip or hip width apart. Let go. Head down. Now bring the hands to your shin. Do a half lift. So your hands are on your shin or your thighs. Lift the belly. Look forward. Exhale forward. Fold. And then opening your arms. Come up with your back straight all the way up. All the way up, hands up to the sky, and then exhale, bring the hands to the center line together in front of your chest. Take a moment, take a breath. Inhale, and exhale, go back to your breath. Notice any difference. Breathe in, breathe out. Finding your center, so you're not leaning towards your toes or towards your heels, so more to your right, more to your left. Soften the knees. Drop the shoulders. Inhale, and then let go of a sigh and open your eyes. Okay, day 3 done. Let me know how it went. I'm really curious, and I hope to see you tomorrow for day 4.